automatics are actually just more complex to service than a manual one, so it should be easy. It should be easy. It should be easy. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're sorting out something on focus which needs to be done after my track day. So towards the end of my sessions, my gearbox was starting to get a little bit sticky between gears, like mainly second to third, and I'm sure the car's probably never had a gearbox service done. So today that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be using some of this. It's Liquid Moly Top Tech, recommended by Liquid Moly. If you put in the car's detail, it says get this one. And I did have a brief look online for the code that it says for Fords on here, and I have found other sources that say use that code. So pretty much what I've got access to. It's going to be better than what's in there now. Manual gearbox services. I've never actually serviced a manual gearbox. I've only done automatics. Automatics are actually just more complex to service than a manual one, so it should be easy. The only thing about the Focus ones is the fill plug is in a bit of an awkward spot, but it shouldn't be too hard. Go ahead, track the car up now and get started. So servicing a manual gearbox is super easy. It is literally just replacement of the fluid. So you have your drain plug, which is that down there, the 24mm bolt, but the fill plug is the one I said is going to be a bit difficult to get to. And it's there, right there. So obviously this subframe right here is in the way. I have been told by some other people there's a 16mm bolt you can remove to help move the subframe out of the way. I'm going to try get away without doing that, but normally when I try get away without doing stuff, I end up just wasting time and having to do it anyway. But I really don't want to really be doing subframe bolt removals. One thing that is very important when you do jobs like this is you always remove the fill plug first before the drain plug, because if you drain all the fluid out and you can't get the fill plug out for whatever reason, like this one especially because it's in an awkward spot, then you're stuck because you've got no fluid and no way to fill it back up. So first challenge, get in there with the fill plug, try get that out. So I'll let you guys know how that goes and show you what I do. So straight away I removed that 15mm bolt that I said I wasn't going to, but it was just completely unavoidable. But once that was removed, it allowed me to pry the gearbox back and forth to access the bolt. But even though we could now get on the bolt, we couldn't get it undone because it was just way too tight. So, after the struggle you've just seen, fill plug is cracked loose, and you won't believe what I had to use to get it off. That's right, goddamn impact to get a fucking fill plug out of a gearbox. Absolutely ridiculous. And what you also would have seen me do was I was levering it on that, let me point to it so you can see. I was levering it on this point of the gearbox after I'd removed the 15mm vertical torque mount bolt out of there. So a bit of a faff. So to sum it up, remove the 15mm vertical torque mount bolt, pry the gearbox forward, and then get that 24mm out. You shouldn't have to use an impact really. I really don't know why it was so fucking tight, but yeah. So now we can remove the fill plug and then pull that drain plug out, which fingers crossed is not as tight. Surprise, surprise, the drain plug was just as tight as that fill plug was, unfortunately. So here is where I remove my drain tub out of the way to give me a bit more space, and you'll see that why that was a big mistake in a second. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. So there's a pretty good example of how to fuck it up. Drain plug's just too tight, man. What a shit show. But either way, it's done now. So the problem that you'll have now, if you're going to attempt this on the floor like I am, if you've jacked just one side of the car up, is now the car is not sitting level, it's sitting like this, which means there's going to be some fluid at the bottom of the box. So what I'm going to do is just pull the jack stand out and then lower the car so that the gearbox is level. Ideally even lower than level to just drain some of the fluid back out, and then jack it up back to level. But most of it's drained now. It doesn't take long. The fluid is actually really clear as well, which is good. Potentially might have been done before, which is why those drain plugs are so tight. And what you also should do is remove that fill one so that the fluid will flow even a bit faster. So we'll go and do all that now. So now the car is sitting pretty much level. I measured the height from wheel arch to floor on both sides, so it's pretty much level. I've put my second jack on the lower control arm bush where I normally jack it up. So now, I mean, we haven't got much more space to play with there anyway, so now I'm going to start to fill it up. So I'm using one of these Elm pumps. We use these at work as well. This is actually borrowed from my work. And then going to be pumping in these. So you're supposed to have about 1.75, 1.8. I've got 2 litres. So what I do, which I do at work as well, is I'll leave the drain plug out first, put it in, just do like 2 little pumps, just whatever little stuff's at the bottom of the gearbox now, that'll pick it up and pull it out. Right, so just give it like a few pumps. See if it starts to trickle out, hopefully it does. There we go. I'll just do 1 more, 2 more for good measure. Leave it at that to trickle out, and then I'll put the drain plug back in. Okay, so you can see down there, the drain plug is back in. Now we literally just got to pump however many litres it takes. Like I said, it should be about 1.75 until we start to see it trickling out of there. So what you want to do while you're pumping it in is to watch that, watch that and make sure it's not like trickling after like 2 pumps, because sometimes you can put the pipe like hard up against something that's in the gearbox, like one of the gears or something, and it will start to pump out straight away, or like after a few pumps, and you'll think it's full. And also don't pump it in too fast because you'll put too much pressure inside there. So just nice and slow, pump it in, shouldn't take too long. Put that in now, so now I've just got to clean it up, tighten the bolts, torque mount bolt back in, and then we'll run it up and check for leaks. So I'll catch up with you guys once I've done all that. So that's it now, new fluid in, just got to check for leaks and then go for a test drive, but it should be all good. It's just fluid out and in. So hopefully that helped you guys. It was a bit of a pain in the ass, it was unnecessarily difficult, but that's just bad design by Ford really. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video where we'll be doing a few more mods to it. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.